me live. Some of you are not seeing me live. Right now, everyone should be live. Alright, so cool. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. I'm just doing it live real quick. The reason I'm here with everyone is I'm giving away a guitar. And I'm giving away an amp. And I'll tell you which ones I'm giving away. And I'll tell you why I'm giving it away. So one thing before I get started is I don't know if you're with me or not. So if you're with me, what you have to do is say hi. So go and say hi. No matter if you're on the YouTubes or on the Facebooks, either Facebook, doesn't matter. Say hi. If you got a question, I'll, as always, answer that. So this is what I'm doing. I'm giving away this guitar. This is a Spirit guitar. I don't know if you can see that very well. I bought it from Carpenter's World of Music. You can hear the hum. It's because it's got single pulls and all sorts of things going on with it. But at any rate, I'm making some room, and instead of selling this and selling this amp, which I'll be changing for something else, I thought that I would just give them away. And that's what I'm going to do. So a little bit about the guitar. 22 fret, 3 single coil pickups. It's a Strat clone. Everything else here works just like a Strat. And the amp is a Marshall G30RCD. So, hey Rob. Hey Robert. The deal with this amp is it's 30 watts. It's got a Celestion speaker. The R stands for reverb. So if you like the reverb, which I don't, it's got reverb, and I think it's actually like a tank reverb. It's a spring reverb, but it has that in there. And the CD is because it has a CD input. So if you want, you can plug in some music and play along and jam along with your music and stuff like that. It's not a bad sounding combination. I mean, the guitar we've already talked about. The amp's not bad. This is the back pickup. The normal Strat back position. Be helpful if I was in tune. Middle position. Front. Oh, look at that. That's my logo. One of them. That's the if you're counting from the backwards side. If you're counting from back here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth position. And fifth position. Hey, song. All right. Well, I don't know what that was. What was that? That was Fleetwood Mac. So this clean channel that I've been playing through has got the bass and the treble all the way up, which means that it's flat. Well, that's flat. Light strings I'm not used to still. Rob wants to know if this is a Bluetooth cord. This is not a Bluetooth cord, Rob. This is my X5 wireless guitar system. Thanks, X5. I don't know if you can see that. Is it this way? Is it that way? At any rate, this is a digital wireless system. That's the, of course, the transmitter. Receiver goes there. It's pretty cool. It's not as good as my other digital system, but which is like a pack that you have to wear. But I mean, this thing, for just plugging it in like this. I've already done recording sessions with this. I've done some live gigs with this. Battery life is pretty good. So that's what I'm using. This does not come with the guitar, by the way, or come with the amp. So that's the clean channel. I'm going to go back to position 2. I got a channel switcher here. And there's also a switcher you can plug in the channel switcher there if you want to, a little button. You go pop, pop. I'm going to crank the gain all the way up. I'm going to turn the reverb down. Actually, you guys are guitar players. You like reverb. Bass is all the way up. Instead of a mid level, there's a contour. And then the treble, I usually go like a little bit high on that. And let's turn this up a little bit and see what we got. Hear the pulsing, hear the pulsing. Let's clean that up a little bit. First thing you should always do, not also, but always do, don't crank the gain. Gain is bad. A lot of people that you probably like don't use a lot of gain. Again, these light strings, I'm always knocking them out. Alright, I think that's kind of close. So let's talk about this contour. If the contour is all the way to the left, let me turn the bass, not flat, but in the middle. Turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear that. Oh, that's too loud. So here's the contour all the way down, and then all the way up. It scoops it pretty much. So if you really wanted to, you could crank the bass, crank the treble, crank the contour all the way up, and then you'll have something like this. Crank the gain a little bit more, get a little bit out of it. Alright, now I'm going to turn the reverb down, because I really don't like steady reverbs. Get something a bit more usable out of this. It's like that, maybe treble like that. Try to pull the treble down a little bit. Let's scoop it just a little bit. Bit more usable there. Alright, so why am I giving this away? First, again, I was going to sell these just privately, whoever wanted to buy them. And then I thought about it. When I first started playing guitar, the coolest thing about having a guitar was just having a guitar. We weren't really rich. My mom wasn't rich. But the first amp I ever bought was, just in case you wonder what I'm doing, I'm going to switch to my greenie here. My first amp was a Yamaha JX40. Hey, Bobby. And the amp was awesome. It was more of a jazz amp, though. I mean, you can get some gain out of it, but that's what I used up until probably college. And then when I got into college, if I went and bought a real amp, it was going to be just another small practice amp. Hey, Kenny. So all of the stuff that I've done live or in the studio have always been these processors like this Digitech 2120. First I had a Digitech 21 Legend. Now I got some other Digitech stuff, and I got Dep-like which is really good, and Bias Effects is really good. So anyway, it was cool to have an amp. I think probably my mom probably bought that guitar and amp from a friend of mine, Todd Guyman. He brought both the guitar and amp over. I don't have a picture of the guitar, but it was like a copy of a Gibson SG. The neck was really warped, had high action because of that, which is why I'm used to high action if anyone cares or wonders about. And I'm thinking that somewhere in this world is some person sitting in their basement or their bedroom or their living room, and they are probably the world's best guitar player right now. But no one knows because they don't even have anything to play on. Maybe they can't afford it. There's all sorts of reasons. So that's why I'm giving the guitar away. In order for you to get the guitar, there has to be a need, right? So if you have 12 other guitars hanging out, you ain't get this guitar. If you got 15 amps, you don't need my amp. So this is going to have to go to someone who really needs the guitar and or the amp. It doesn't have to both go to the same place. So what you're going to have to do is go to the Planet Solanki Facebook page. Make sure you like it so you get all the other notifications that I'm live. Go to YouTube, Planet Solanki. Make sure you like that. Subscribe. Hit the dinger bells. Hit the thumbs ups. Whatever you can find on both of those places. And then if you need a guitar, go ahead and tag yourself. Just say, hey, I need a guitar. Hey, I need an amp. Or if you know someone who is in need of a guitar and amp, anywhere in the United States, not shipping this thing out of the country. That gets kind of expensive and there's all sorts of issues with doing that anyway. So either you nominate yourself or someone nominates you. Anyone here can nominate anybody. But I also need a demonstration of need. Now, what that means is I don't need a picture of where you live. I don't need a picture of your paycheck. But hopefully someone would say, hey, my niece, my nephew, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my mom, my dad could really use this guitar or the amp. And that's all you need. And I will ship it anywhere in the United States. So with that being said, Spirit guitar, Strat copy, does not come with X5. You get my wireless system. Oh, by the way, I should thank them. Thank you, X5, for making such a thing. So the guitar, the amp, and again, we just talked about what the amp can and can't do. It's not a bad sounding amp for a little practice, 15 watt. Look at that. Rob is already